Praise is due to the Most High family. We back with another Acres Anime review. I just finished watching. What episode is this? Episode 165. 165 of My Hero. We in the final season, y'all. This is the great conclusion. And so last episode, family, right, we seen Deku and Shigaraki hash it out. My fault, y'all. I've been dealing with a runny nose and I was out of tissue paper, so I ran my nose raw with like some paper towels instead of tissue paper. I was tripping. I don't know. Anyhow, so my nose is a little raw. But so anyhow, family, I still couldn't wait to get the My Hero episode review out. So we got Deku and Shigaraki hashing it out. Now Deku been at this for a minute now, so he's dealing with, he's running out of energy. He's low on stamina. He's been fighting a long fight, right? Going hard from jump. And so last episode was kind of Shigaraki taking advantage of that and really cornering Deku, right? Really giving him problems. That's why in this episode, and how that last episode ended, Deku uses this new form. And so basically, here's why Black Whip is probably his best quirk. And it's probably already obvious to some of y'all. Like I know Gear Shift is very powerful, and Gear Shift does really take Deku over the top, but Black Whip is probably his best quirk. It makes him like Spider-Man. It enhances his mobility. He doesn't have any type of recoil from it. He's literally using like eight tendrils at the same time. The durability of them is kind of like questionable, because we did see Toga just cut one with a knife, but then we've also seen him lift cars and pull on. He just lifted, the ground up. He just ripped up a whole boulder, right? Like more than a boulder. He just ripped up the ground with it. So, but then he's also using it to reinforce his anatomy. So like he's actually more durable and has stronger defenses, and is just built tougher with the Black Whip quirk. Now what he's doing here, those are a bunch of other reasons why it's so good, but what he's doing here in this moment, because he's suffering from the recoil from Gear Shift, he literally can't move his body on his own. What he's doing is he's using Black Whip to force his body to move. So it's not his muscles and tendons moving his anatomy, it's Black Whip moving his limbs how he wants them to. Now he was kind of doing this. One thing I noticed was the 6th user, the Smoke One For All user, he said this was untested. This is kind of what Deku was doing when he was going non-stop in his Dark Deku arc. Like he was like sleepy and not fully like conscious because he's just running on no sleep, right? And he wasn't at full energy. So he was kind of using Black Whip to keep himself upright and moving constantly. So this isn't fully untested, but the 6th user would know better than me. But anyhow, that's just something that I noticed. But that's what y'all let me know what y'all think. Float is up there too. Float is very strong, but I don't know. I think given how long Deku's had Black Whip, that was the first one that manifested out of his, secondary quirks. He's had Black Whip the longest. Maybe that just makes him so comfortable that he's explored it more, but he's mixing it with Fajin, right? Like he's using it in a wide breadth of ways. So anyhow, now we see though Deku actually fighting back in this episode. I was worried that we weren't gonna I was worried how long it was gonna be for Deku to really start fighting back. But so we successfully damaged Shigaraki by forcing the second One For All quirk on him. Right, that did damage. That's what when we started seeing their memories merge and mesh. Then later into the fight, we follow up. We get him again, but this time we hit him with basically everybody but Nana. So which. Now, this is towards the end of the episode, so I don't really know exactly what this means and how this will manifest itself moving forward. But as of right now, the only quirk Deku still has is Float. I think he's successfully given away Black Whip and Smoke and Fajin, and even, well, I guess not. I mean, I guess he still has like base One For All and the Float quirk. But so I don't know what that means as of right now. That's how the episode ended. But Deku was fighting back. It was good to see. Now, Shigaraki is such a strong villain and such a final boss that even when Deku is making progress, it still looks like, you know, he's just trying so difficult. And so it really hit for me watching this episode. The scene where everybody's watching Deku fight on television, right? And there was one person who recognized Deku for the first time after seeing him return. This is the time where Deku's doing his solo thing, but we finally bring him back to rest, and the citizens are concerned that he's resting here because he's also the target. So they're like, wait, do we actually want him here? Are we safer with him here? And the guy, the civilian that asked that question and asked Deku, like, hey, if we let you rest here, like, are we gonna go back to normal? That's who recognized that, oh wow, this kid that I questioned on letting him rest at the base, he's the one here fighting the final boss, trying to save us all. You know, so he made that connection in that moment, which hit. But what hit for me harder was right before then, Koda and Eri. Now remember, y'all, Koda and Eri, why they're so significant and why this scene hits so hard is Koda's literally the first person, if you don't count Bakugo. He's the first child that Deku saved. And Eri's the second child that Deku saved. So they're really, and we know Deku's not got the popularity that Bakugo and Todoroki has, and like All Might. You know, these are like super popular figures, well-known figures, easily recognizable by even the characters in the show. Deku's not so much. Right? So it's really only Eri and Koda, and then I forgot the girl, but the Mongoose girl that he saved like last season or during the Dark Deku arc. So for them to be like, they just want to help Deku in this moment. They recognize that, like, wow, he's putting everything on the line. I just wish I could help him. And I think that's what I mean. Like, they see, even though he's making progress, we're tracking Deku's thoughts and he's making progress and he's damaging Shigaraki, but visually watching it just looks like a David versus Goliath type of struggle. And seeing that this Deku, the underdog, is really giving it his all, even though he's got superpowers beyond imagine. Kaminari said it too. That was another scene that hit. Deku's probably he is, if you ask me. Like, he's the strongest in the world. But Kaminari is not confident that Deku can win. That's not because he just said, the first thing he said was Deku's the strongest in the world. So it's not a confidence in Deku's strength. It's an awe. It's a fear of Shigaraki's strength and his potential for destruction. All he has to do is really just get enough time to activate his decay quirk, and that's Deku's keeping him at bay and keeping the world safe, right? But so that's what hit to me about this episode. Now at the end of the episode, we broke into Tenko's consciousness, and we're about to see Deku really. Now we've seen it as an audience, as viewers, we've seen Shigaraki's background and origin, but Deku's about to see it. It's interesting that Nana was the only one that did not break through, so she is going to witness these two. I watched the preview already. So both Deku and Nana are about to get a deep dive into Shigaraki's background. That's going to be very interesting. But I don't know what will come of that as a result. I don't know. Deku's quirkless at this point. So peace and love, family. All praises.